Alright, we got our first teaser for The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2! For those of you who may be new to my channel, I am a huge fan of the Hunger Games franchise. I love the movies and I love the first and second books. I haven't read the third one yet. I got it right here and I will read it after I see this movie. Mockingjay Part 2 is one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and now we have our first teaser trailer. It's not that long, which doesn't surprise me because the first trailers for Part 1 last summer weren't that long either. But here at least we have enough to talk about, and there is a lot. So let's jump right in. So the teaser starts out with Finnick and Annie Cresta getting married, and there's just something about a wedding that makes it feel like the end to the story is coming. I'm not talking about some stupid Twilight bullshit. This is legit feels. Finnick's getting married to the love of his life. Let's be happy for him. But the real shit starts coming through when you hear Katniss's voiceover. She's like, Snow has to pay for what he's done. That's pretty much her saying, yeah, this dude's gotta die. He's murdered innocent people. He's had kids battling to the death on national television for 75 years. Yeah, he's gotta go. I love it though. That's another thing that makes it feel like it's the end. I love the fact that they're pulling off the finale vibe right. It's a big series, so let's end it big. War is coming to the capital because the rebels in District 13 were like, we've had enough of this bullshit. And that's what this finale is going to be. It's gonna be war, just like Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's got the exact same vibe, which is exactly what I wanted. Katniss is like, we have one enemy. He corrupts everything and everybody. That sounds like a speech you give to an army right before a battle, and it's gonna be climactic as hell. It also sounds great because she sounds like she did in Mockingjay Part 1, where she was like, if we burn, you burn with us. She has pretty much that same voice tone here, so I'm pretty sure this scene is going to be badass. You see Gwendolyn Christie for a brief second. She plays Commander Lim. She's another previous Hunger Games winner from District 2. I think she's going to be helping the rebels out when they go to District 2 to take out the capital's military facility like they said they were going to do at the end of Part 1. Gwendolyn Christie hasn't been in too many things, but she's going to be in Star Wars The Force Awakens, so I thought I'd mention her here. I'm pretty sure District 2 is going to be at the beginning of this film. The one thing this teaser did that I didn't like so much is that it spoiled Peeta's fate. You remember at the end of Mockingjay Part 1, they brought Peeta back to District 13 from the capital. He was all brainwashed, he was trying to kill Katniss. He was strapped to the bed all flailing around like holy shit. In this teaser, you see him hugging Katniss, so you're like, oh, okay, he turns out alright. Good to know. I understand that it's not the biggest thing here, it's not the main point, but that doesn't mean you have to spoil it. Unless Peeta's hugging her, it's all good, and then he surprise attacks her again. I don't know. Towards the end of the teaser, we see President Snow. He looks evil as ever. He says, make no mistake, the game isn't over. You see Katniss, Peeta, Finnick, pretty much all the main characters. I think they're in the capital, and this giant wave of what looks like tar is coming after them, and it's like, okay, bye-bye guys, you're all dead. Finnick's like, welcome to the 76 Hunger Games. I was like, son of a bitch. The first movie had a Hunger Games. The second movie had a Hunger Games. The third one did not. I don't think this is actually going to be the 76th annual Hunger Games though. I think it's just going to be all these main characters fighting for their lives in the capital, because I'm pretty sure the capital is just gonna throw everything they've got at these guys. And to be brutally honest, I am 95% sure that one of these main characters is gonna die. It always happens in finales like this, a main character has to die. Spoiler alert for The Hobbit, Thorin died at the end and it sucked ass. So who's it gonna be? Peeta, Gale, Finnick? Whoever it is, it's gonna suck. My main concern for this movie is that I hope it doesn't deviate too much from the source material like Deathly Hallows Part 2 did. I love Deathly Hallows Part 2, but it did leave out a lot of stuff from the book that I was looking forward to seeing. Yeah, I read that book before I saw the movie. I've learned my lesson since then. Generally speaking though, the Hunger Games movies have been really faithful to the books so far. They've changed some stuff, but as far as vibe goes, it is the most faithful I think I've ever seen. So this movie should be fine in that case. This teaser looks great. I'm actually fine with not seeing too much of the film. I hope the trailers to come won't show too much more because this is the finale. I want to be as surprised as I possibly can by everything that happens in this movie, like when I read Deathly Hallows for the first time. Holy shit! So Lionsgate, keep them under 2 minutes. So have you seen this teaser for Mockingjay Part 2? What is your favorite part? Are you looking forward to this movie as much as I am? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.